you some kind of picture. See if you can wrap your minds around this. In your reality, in your universe, you have what you call empty space, you have planets, you have stars, and so forth. Yes?
Right.
All right. Now, imagine, if you will, if you can, that instead of empty space, you have kind of a thick gravitational fluid filling everything.
Okay.
You with me so far?
Yes.
All right. Now, in that thick gravitational fluid, there are empty spherical voids of what you would recognize as empty space. Yes?
Okay.
So instead of there being solid things in empty space, which we know is not really empty, but just for the purpose of this illustration, we're going to illustrate it this way. So instead of solid things in empty space, you have empty things in solid space. Yes?
Right.
All right. Now, however, the empty things in solid space are not like planets exactly. Imagine big hollow spheres inside this fluid. Bubbles, big bubbles. The diameter of the orbit of your planet. Yes?
Okay.
All right. That's typical. There are bigger ones, there are smaller ones, but that's average. And imagine that because of this gravitational fluid, when it encounters this void, it creates a surface. The interior surface of the bubble, so to speak, yes?
Okay.
On that surface, life can live, life can exist. Now imagine that instead of a star at the center, there is something quite different, giving life to everything that exists on the interior surface of that bubble. To describe it as a star is really very misleading. It is really more of a rotating torus, and the rotating torus, as it rotates, creates different effects, one of which is highly repulsive, one of which is highly attractive. It might be like saying it's both a white hole and a black hole. When the rotating torus at the center of the bubble is giving off, when it is a white hole giving off a force, an energy, it creates a kind of pressure that the inhabitants on the interior surface of the bubble can utilize in a magnetic gravitational way to move around. Let's describe the inhabitants first. Perhaps it will make it clearer. The inhabitants are basically spherical. They roll around on the inside surface like marbles. They have what you might call 12 thin tentacles. The tentacles are used for a variety of things, including manipulation. We won't get into that right now. Most of the structures they build are tubular. So it's like marbles rolling in tubes for someone to enter a building or leave it. Does that make sense so far?
Yes, I'm with you.
All right. They have sensors on their spherical bodies that tell them a variety of things. They can perceive a variety of energies you have no idea of. They do have a kind of compound eye in a way that's part of the surface that allows them to have visual comprehension. They do have auditory comprehension and a variety of other senses. But as that rotating torus, that is, for lack of a better term, their sun, their star, rotates more into the idea of the black hole, then it creates an attractive energy that is very different than the repulsive energy. So you could euphemistically say that the repulsive energy is their daylight and the attractive energy is their nighttime, more or less. They have on their body an orientation of certain things that can use both the repulsive and attractive energy to move around on the inner surface. So by day, those attractors are oriented toward the rotating torus, and by night they're oriented away from it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And they can manipulate variations of that orientation to slow themselves, speed themselves up, so on and so forth.
And are these intelligent
Oh, absolutely.
beings?
Absolutely.
They have a consciousness similar to ours?
Absolutely. Well, it's expressed very differently, but in an overall sense, yes. And we are learning to communicate with them. This is a new group of beings we have never encountered before, in a universe we have never encountered before.
Is that gravitational fluid you talked about similar to what we are thinking of as dark matter?
No. It is not anything that you have the ability to comprehend at this moment. Exactly. The astonishing thing about all this is that their physics is actually only very, very slightly different than the physics that you're used to. It's just that it's been rearranged in such a way as to be so completely unfamiliar in terms of a reality. But it isn't that different from your own physics. Nevertheless, the fluid is not exactly the idea of dark matter, no. It's something quite different. Does this help?
Yes, that's very interesting. Thank you very much.
All right. Now, because we have shared this and our experience of the discovery of this reality with you, there's a little bit of that vibration coming through our energy right now to all of you. So you may interpret this in a variety of different ways after you leave this transmission. All we are actually saying is, don't be surprised if you suddenly start dreaming about a bunch of marbles rolling around all over the place. But they're not that small. Not to mislead you. Their average diameter is about 10 feet. So, pleasant dreams. Anything else?
No, that's very good. Thank you so
All right,
much.
thank you.
Hello, Bashar.
And a good day.
I wanted to ask you, please, and you mentioned that in September of 2016, everything will stop.
We did not say September.
Okay.
We said, and we did not say stop.
Okay.
We said, in the fall of 2016, everything will change.
Okay. Can you please elaborate?
No. We are not allowed to elaborate.
All right. Can you please talk to us about what is happening with Mother Earth? Many different changes. Is she affecting these changes?
She is part of it.
Can you say what else is a part of it?
No.
Oh, well.
The idea is to simply for you to understand that there are an infinite number of parallel versions of Earth, yes?
Yes.
You're shifting between them all the time, yes?
Yes.
The idea of what we are saying is representative of the convergence of a number of different parallel probabilities to such an extent that we can see that it will be the seeds and the beginning of vast and different kinds of changes as you will experience it in your shifting through different versions of parallel Earths.
Okay. Thank you.
But
very
that's
much.
all we are allowed to say at this time. It will manifest itself in a variety of ways, some of which will not immediately be evident, some of which will. But there is such an overlap, such a crossing of so many probabilities for change at that time that it is inevitable that many things will change in vast ways.
All right.
You will know them when they occur. And you will not know some of them when they occur until later. But it will be a demarcation point.
Good.
Just keep living your life as best you can. Stay in the vibration of your highest passion. And whatever it is that will be experienced as a change will always and only give you a beneficial result. Yes?
Absolutely.
All right. Does
Thank
that
you.
help?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Anything else?
No. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you. And we also thank you for coming to the source to make sure that the quotation is accurate.
Hello, Bashar.
And are you good day?
It is. Once in your audience, I had an experience of such a opening of my heart.
Yes.
I later wondered if I have a part of me that's on Esasani.
Yes.
Can you tell me about that, please?
It is not in our timeline exactly as an overlap. It would be in what we would call the past,
I see.
but
Okay.
what you would still call the future.
And what is that part doing?
The most relevant moment that we can tap into is that version, that simultaneous parallel incarnation version of you on our world is floating in a small boat on a lake.
With a girl?
I suppose you could call it a girl,
That's
but not exactly, no.
Okay.
It's having a dialogue with another kind of being, actually two others. But they're not from our world, and they're not exactly what you would recognize as masculine or feminine.
So what is my interest in having this conversation?
It's not your interest, it's
My
his
part.
interest.
Yes.
His interest in having the conversation is to learn from them things that he may need to know to aid and assist in the society with regard to the growing of the most nutritional things.
Huh. Thank you. So I want to understand the human aspect of ourselves that got on the dead end part. Is that our future?
On the what?
Well, I said dead end, but
Dead end.
yeah, where the emotions were reduced and there was more scientific.
You are talking about the idea of the parallel version of Earth that spawned the Greys.
That's what I want to know about. Yeah.
Yes, all right. What would you like to know?
What led to that choice? Why did they do that? Why did they go down that path?
Because they got overly focused on the idea of intellectuality instead of the balancing of the emotions with it, of the connection to nature with it. It's not that uncommon on your own planet to see many people involved in technologies who forsake the idea of their connection to nature, is it?
No.
Well, they took it to an extreme.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That does. So
All
for,
right.
for us in the stream that we're in,
Yes.
it would be to be more aware and conscious and connected to Earth and nature and
Yes.
yes.
Which is, of course, yourself, too.
Yes.
Because you are a part of Earth and a part of nature. Mm-hmm. Yes?
Yes.
You're not outside of it. They fancied themselves above and outside of it, as again some people on your planet do. Dominating nature. Do you understand?
Yes. Would this be similar to Atlantean?
In the later years, there was a lot more of that. In the early years of the Atlantean civilization, there was a much higher connection to the idea of nature. But yes, eventually, many different factions lost sight of that, and so you're playing some of that out again.
So in a month, I want to take a course on public speaking.
Oh, all right.
And yes, I want to speak.
Well, you're taking a course right now because you're
yes.
speaking publicly.
Hi. Hi, everybody. I'm not nervous.
Yes.
And
what will you speak about?
that's what I want to talk about.
Oh, all right. Well, go ahead.
One thought I had was the productive results of happiness.
Oh, all right. That sounds exciting.
Yeah. I'm thinking that
You don't sound very excited about it.
I'm wondering how the response, I mean, if I talked about how to make $1 million in 30 days, there'd be, I know, a lot of interest. That's why I use the word productive.
Are you gauging the
Yes.
amount of people as being what your speech is worth?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm stuck.
You're stuck only by the idea that you just expressed.
Okay, I'll let go.
All right, thank you. You have a gift, give it. The people that need to hear it will hear it. It doesn't matter whether it's 1 or 1,000,000. You will make a difference by giving it, yes?
Yes, thank you.
And it will grow. Just be yourself and give the gift you have to give. There has to be someone who wants to hear it, or you wouldn't be excited about giving it.
Oh, okay.
Remember, there's no one-sided coins. If you have the head, there's a tail. So if you have a gift to give, there is someone waiting to receive it. Don't count the numbers. Remember that positive energy is integrative, and it takes far fewer positive individuals, in a sense, to overbalance millions of negative ones. Because they're not cohesive. Make sense? They're not integrating. Only positive energy is integrative. Negative energy is segregative. So if you have 1,000,000 people functioning as disconnected individuals, it may only take a few thousand individuals to overbalance that energy that are functioning as positive, integrative individuals and have an exponential effect because they are unified instead of segregated energetically. Yes?
Yes. So I could speak in that sense that would generate this cohesion of people choosing to be happy.
Yes.
And
Those that are willing to hear you, those that know they will get some benefit out of your perspective will be the ones that are attracted to you. Those that will not or don't believe that they can won't be. So what difference does that make?
Okay.
Yes? You will attract your audience. You can't attract anyone else.
Okay.
And again, the numbers may vary, the numbers may fluctuate, but so what? Timing is timing.
And if I'm passionate about it, then that's it.
Yes.
Yes.
If it is exciting to you, then you will deliver it in the most passionate way, and they will receive it in the way that they need to receive it, without any assumption on your part that they actually have to. Remember that we share all this information with you because it excites us to do so. In a sense, we don't care if you listen.
I've noticed.
Thank you.
But I love it.
We understand that it will benefit you if you do, but it's your choice. You have your life to live. We have our life to live. We don't need your life. We don't want to live your life for you. We have our own life. Thank you very much. So we are happy to share. We are happy to know that you may choose to align with the information. We are happy to know that you may not choose to align with the information, because whatever it is you choose at that moment, you are deeming is best for you. And that's the only thing we really care about, is that you do what you believe is best for you. That's it. Yes?
Yes.
All right. Does that help?
That does help. And our
Yes.
DNA
Yes.
that's been this eons of development.
And alteration.
Okay. But when you said in the talk earlier about that, I don't know what term to use, the Greys were burrowing through parallel realities and they found a DNA they could use that was rich enough.
Yes, human DNA.
How long has that been like an organic process? I know some intervention has happened, but
Yes.
the essence of it has been organic and who started it and how did it start?
You're talking specifically about the Greys?
No, I'm
and
talking
when
about our
did that
human
program
DNA. I'm
start?
talking about our human DNA.
Well, as we said, with the Anunnaki, they transformed the DNA of Homo erectus into Homo sapien,
Okay, yeah,
using some of their own genetic material.
But before that, where did the human being that was there? Is this,
Panspermia.
what does that mean?
It means that certain forms of genetic material arrived on your planet through space from comets and meteorites from other locations where it developed naturally.
So it's an organic soup.
Yes. And planets are seeded that way with various forms of genetic material. Now, obviously, it had to originate somewhere originally, but the origination of that DNA, in your terms of counting time, is literally billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of years old. But the idea is that for the most part, it has been spread throughout the cosmos in seeding by panspermia.
Panspermia is the natural movement of matter through time and space.
Yes, and here and there it's been accelerated through the machinations of those that may alter the genetics as yours was altered. So it's another form of evolution that certain beings will actually go to other worlds and actually alter the genetics of the beings that may exist on that world. That's another form of evolution.
Yeah.
And of course, there's also mutations.
Natural,
Yes.
so to speak.
Yes.
And how many times have we been spliced?
The original idea of the Anunnaki was one. In Atlantean times was another. And you are basically experiencing now the third time on a massive scale.
Who's that? Third time.
The Greys.
Oh, they're back. They never left, I guess.
I am saying that what you have called the entire alien abduction phenomenology is the third time where there is alteration going on in your genetic structure.
Well, is that in our structure as we are now, or is that in creating a hybrid race?
It's in creating the hybrid race, but it's also in some of your structures. Because ultimately, you will all eventually be hybridized in a certain way that will allow you to become the sixth hybrid race, And eventually, that will all join together with all the other hybrid races to become the 7th hybrid race. We'll talk about that a little bit more tomorrow.
Wow.
But this is part of the natural evolution of things.
So driving here, I had this moment where I looked ahead of me and there was thousands of cars moving around on the freeway. Yeah.
Yes.
And I wondered, I thought, wow, you know, this is really sudden. This has all happened. I mean, in the 40s and the 50s, it wasn't like this is, and we've normalized it to a large degree. We think it's just normal. But I was seeing there's been a rapid rise in technology. So my question is,
Yes.
is that, and I sense it's the answers to everything I'm fixing to mention, but it's like our own species reaching a critical
Yes.
mass point.
Yes, that's why we're here to assist you.